Don't want to be afraid, hard not to hesitate, but we can't wait to be the change.
Hello there, my dear friendships. And here we are again. Welcome back to my channel. And today, I'm gonna introduce to you the place where I grew up. Yes, you've heard it right. I'm gonna show you and I'll give you a little insight of how and where I grew up. Okay, so this picture was taken at my parents' old house. This is where I grew up. I was raised in this house, and this is our living room. This picture was taken when I was taking care of my dad before he died. And yes, this was taken from my mother's new house veranda. And as you can see, in my background, you can see some oranges trees. Yes, those are oranges planted by my father. And here they are. Actually, when I was young, these trees were also young. And I used to water these trees when I was in high school. After school, when I come home, I put the hose under the trees and then to water them, especially when it is about summertime. Unfortunately, nowadays my father is gone, my mom is old, and she cannot really take care of the farm anymore. So in the past, my parents used to hire some workers to remove the weeds or to weed the farm. Unfortunately, nowadays it's not the farm is not being taken care of as it was before. And here, yes, we all love oranges. Even our children love oranges. See, yeah, whenever we come home, we enjoy these things. And anyway, aside from the oranges, we have a lot of fruits. Here is a blue plum. I think you cannot see it well. It starts to flower. And actually, we have only one blue plum near the house, just in front of the house. And here it is. Here is the fruit. This is also yummy. I love it when it's really ripe, but when it's not that ripe, it's a bit sour. Yes. Aside from the blue plums and oranges, I also grew up eating brown pears and green pears. These were not the kind of pears that we have had before. And anyway, they're like this already these days because, as I have mentioned, nobody is taking care of the farm anymore. And yes, whenever I go home, I try to go around, and I'm so glad to still find some of the orchids, wild flowers or orchids around the farm. I don't know what you call that. And here is one mountain lily. It smells so good, and we have a lot of this around the farm. I used to pick them up when I was young. Aside from the farm, I also want to show you where I studied. This was my school in elementary. I did not attend kindergarten. I went to grade 1 immediately when I was 6 years old. My mother was my first teacher who taught me how to read and write. So when I entered first grade, I already was able to do those. And this is my high school. It is St. Mary's School. I spent my 4 years here. Actually, I'm really thankful to both Sagada Central School, where I spent my elementary years, and St. Mary's School for my high school. In my high school days, I have spent every Thursdays in this church. It's called St. Mary the Virgin Church. It's an Episcopalian church built in 1904. And the inside part of the church is like this. Yeah, I've seen a lot. I've attended a lot of weddings here, wedding ceremonies here, and maybe one time in my life I've imagined walking the aisle on my own wedding day. Unfortunately, it didn't came true. It didn't come true, and moreover, I am not an Anglican anymore. I am already a born-again Christian, but I still do have great memories in this church. Whenever it's like, yeah, part of my childhood days. And yeah, why did I include the hospital? Yes, because this St. Theodore's Hospital, a sister, anyway, St. Theodore's Hospital is part of my life. I grew up here every month when I was young, from elementary to my early years in high school. I would spend 3 or 4 nights here, as I have weak lungs. I have asthma, so I would spend my days here when I was young. And it was a little bit renovated, so I took a picture here. And yeah, St. Theodore's Hospital is part of my childhood days. I've got lots of memories here also. I almost died a lot of times in this hospital. However, the worst memory was when I was around 13 years old. I remember I brought myself in the hospital in the afternoon, but at around 3 p.m., I was brought to the emergency room and I was unconscious until at around 7 p.m. When I woke up, my cousin's friend was crying near the bed, and there's a woman, an acquaintance, a family acquaintance, who was praying beside. And then I remember they gave me an injection and I slept again till morning. Wow, that was my worst memory in this hospital. And of course, another very important day in my hometown is our market day, which falls on a Saturday. Every Saturday, people from neighboring towns or barangays would come to my hometown to sell their produce. So on this day, we can buy fresh fruits and vegetables direct from farmers. And we can ask for bargain. But aside from that, I really enjoy also the other products that are sold during Saturdays, such as like shoes, clothes, accessories, or other products that are not locally produced in my hometown. It is really a good day. It was a very beautiful day for us during my childhood when it's Saturday, because on weekdays my hometown is very quiet, very peaceful. But on a Saturday, wow, it's so noisy. We can see a lot of products being sold on the streets. And one of the favorites of tourists in my hometown is this we call linapat. It is made from ground sticky rice and what do you call it? Peanut. This kind of food doesn't have any coconut in it because we don't have coconuts here in the mountains. And here's another one, the red rice, the black rice, the purple rice, whatever you might call it. But we don't have the purple rice here. We only have the red rice, which is also one delicious Sagada product. Aside from that, here comes the famous, the tag. Yes, It's really famous that even nowadays it's being exported. It is our own very local version of ham. Since we didn't have refrigerators long time ago here in the mountains, our ancestors used to preserve pork by adding salt and drying them under the sun, as well as having them smoked. Yes, so it's a smoked ham. And if you're in Sagada, don't forget to go for an adventure like caving. So, yes, let's go caving. Actually, I entered this cave for the first time when I was 13 years old, when I started becoming hard-headed. Yes, and we often visited this cave every after like exam, or if it's like, because usually after exam we will have a half day class. So in the afternoon, if we're not going to the waterfalls, then we would come to this cave. It's a really beautiful place, and actually I never get tired coming here. So this was the maybe last time I visited this cave before the pandemic. And I just really hope that you guys can also come and visit this place, although sometimes it can be dangerous. So if you don't like the caves, you can also go swimming. Yes, you heard me right. You can go swimming on top of the mountain. We have these small waterfalls. And if you don't like the small waterfalls, you can also visit the big waterfalls. But before that, we should also enjoy walking through these rice terraces. Yes, we also have rice terraces before we arrive to the big waterfalls. This is the Bumodok waterfalls, and you have to hike before you arrive here. My students also enjoyed this place because I brought them here. And be sure to wake up also early in the morning to enjoy the sea of clouds before the sunrise. Yes, this is one of the most beautiful places that I've seen. Beautiful scenery that I have seen in my childhood until nowadays. And I took a picture from one of my childhood friend, Rizef, when they visited my hometown before this pandemic. I love this woman so much. And her parents, her father, Uncle Joe, and Aunt Pat are my mentors when it comes to my belief. And, well, after enjoying all those beautiful places, you can also enjoy some pasta. And here we go. I ordered the white pasta, and my friend ordered the red sauce pasta, the spaghetti, and the carbonara, as well as coffee. You can enjoy locally grown coffee in my hometown. Coffee Arabica. Okay, and very aromatic. So good, so nice, so strong. After that, you can also enjoy yogurt. In my case, I chose to add sweetened strawberry or strawberry jam in my yogurt, but you can also have plain yogurt or have other berries added to your yogurt. So that's it for today. I hope that you have enjoyed watching my introduction to the place where I grew up today. And, well, as for now, maybe you know a lot about me already. So See you again next time in my next video. Have a wonderful day, everyone. The dogs of my neighbors are very noisy. Anyway, blessed day, everyone, and see you again next time. Bye-bye for now.